teething lend me your ear. Dr. D Nice and FOUNT is here for the day. Want wisdom?
We got you.
Wellness?
We got you.
Ears?
You got two.
Bones? It's got 3. Chambers? 4. In your heart for doing right? 5. Keys, your game's all tight. FOUNT. Get your mind right and your body tight. Get your mind right and your body tight. Get your mind right and your body tight.
Hello. How are you all doing, Wisdom Teethingers? This is your Dr. D Nice here, the happiest doctor alive, ready for another episode, 61st episode, actually, of Tissues, Talking Truth to Teen Issues. Achoo! I know I'm a little late. Listen, I just have all kind of excuses, don't I? But listen to me. You all don't even know what it took to get onto this stream. My connection with YouTube, with OBS was down. I had to reboot a whole thing. Who knows? Doesn't matter. I'm here with y'all. What y'all doing? How was your day? How was your day today? I won't whine and complain. I'm happy to be alive, happy to be here with you all. We're going to be talking about, like you said, like you saw in the title, immigrant parents, and actually being ashamed of your immigrant parents. If you've got immigrant parents, you know. We're going to talk about it. We are also, what are the things? I feel like there's some other things that I'm missing. Sleep. I went and talked to a school last week, and it seems like none of you wisdom teethingers, teens to early 20s, are sleeping, and we're going to talk about sleep. I know I've talked about it a million times before. We're going to talk about it again, and we'll look and see what's going on in these social medias, cool posts that people have put up that you may find absolutely entertaining. I feel like yay. And then the last story, the teen archetype, the dancer, and I will tell the story about when I made a pecan pie. Have you ever made one? Listen to me. You're going to want to hear the story. Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. Sound a little flustered. I am. It's just annoying when you're pressing those buttons and nothing's happening the way you want them to. I'm going to... Okay. Let's just dive right into it. All right. You all know how it goes. We're going to start off with the tickety talk or the reel, however you want to refer to it as, that I make to help with the story. And then we'll get right into being ashamed of your immigrant parents. That's what we're talking about today. Let's go. All right.
POV, Jamaican immigrant parents showing up for a PTE meeting.
Oh, sorry. We did think so the meeting did done already.
Just another case of that OPTA.
POV,
Yes. If you have immigrant parents, have you ever thought, my parents are so embarrassing. Why do they have to talk that way? Why can't they just learn the language? Why do they even have to dress that way? Have you ever thought that? You have, haven't you? Well, today we're going to talk about being ashamed of your immigrant parents. And there are 5 parts that most people tend to be ashamed of. You know, Dr. D Nice is a I won't even say first generation American, because I was born in Jamaica and I came here as young. My kids are first generation American. My parents were Jamaican, but I was young. I understood, I kind of acclimated to the culture. And, you know, one of the things that sometimes kids are really ashamed of their parents about is, why do they have to talk that way, right? You know, you go to school, PTA meetings, and your parents you have to be translating for your parents. Your teachers don't really understand what your parents are saying. and maybe even I know Jamaica is an English speaking language. Sometimes you're, as a child, are the only one in your family that speaks English, and coming to parent teachers night, coming to meet with your principal, your teachers, or anything, you have to be the one translating. And for you, it's absolutely embarrassing. I'm the kid. Why do I have to do this? And let's not have your friends come over to visit with you. Your parents always just wants to talk to them, and your friends don't really even understand them. You're just like, why? I remember when my dad, we were at home and he was saying, yeah, the predators. And I'm like, what are you talking about, Daddy? Daddy, of course. And finally it hit me, he's like, it's predators. They just pronounce words their own way, like from the homeland, from the home country, from the old country. And you're stuck with this parent that is unable to speak English well. The second issue that sometimes is so absolutely embarrassing when you have immigrant parents is the food. You are at school with a full course meal. You got rice and chicken and dumpling if you're Jamaican. It reminds me of a friend when I was in school in Jamaica. We had this friend named Ron. He came to school with this big old dumpling, and all of us, we took it and you was playing it as a ball on the playground. Sorry, Ron, we didn't mean that. That's what happens though. Your immigrant parents, they're sending you off to school with a full course meal. No, this is America. You want Lunchables, you want Crustables, you want peanut butter and jelly, you want pizza, you want to get the school lunch just like everybody else. Increase my processed food intake, please. I don't want anything fresh. I don't want anything home cooked. I need what my other people are eating. And let's not forget about how your hair, your clothes, your skin just smells of curry and spices and all of that, because those are the foods that you're cooking at home, and you're showing up to school just smelling like a straight restaurant. Who wants that? That's embarrassing. Third most embarrassing thing about having immigrant parents is their clothing. They just wear everything, anything. Instead of dressing like traditional Americans, you're in America. They have on saris and hijabs and Clarks and just weird shorts and this native dress. We're American. Can't you wear some khakis? Why do you have to show up to school in that? Can you wear khakis? Can you wear a button down? What's going on? It's embarrassing. And don't even talk about their job. You saw the reel there. Sometimes they're the janitor at your school. They're maybe a taxi driver, Uber driver, showing up to your actual friend's house doing manual labor. Why can't they be a doctor and a lawyer like your friends are? I remember when in Jamaica, my mom was a nurse. She was a midwife. She was a nurse midwife. She delivered babies in the country, Kellets, in the country of way back. Not even car door run those places sometimes. And she used to deliver babies out there in Jamaica. When she came to the United States, she had to be a nanny before she got her license to work as a nurse. My dad, he was a chief accountant of Mazda in Jamaica. When he came to the United States, he was working in 7-Eleven. People calling him all out his name, Victor. Young kids that he worked with was calling him Victor. I had never heard anybody just call my dad Victor like that. They addressed him by his surname and with a Mr. in front of it. But, here we are with immigrant parents, and they have these menial jobs, and it is so embarrassing. And don't even talk about it. They just don't get it. They understand nothing about American culture. You have to explain prom, you have to explain homecoming, Halloween, forget about it. They don't get it. Nothing is understood. You have to, the television shows, the slang, you just have to keep explaining every single thing to them, and they have no understanding of what's going on. It's embarrassing. Or is it? Listen, if these are the things that you felt and more, it's understandable, slightly. What you need to understand is how much your parents gave up to give you this opportunity. Maybe they didn't even have much in your country. They decided, though, for you that they will come and to the land of opportunity to give you a chance to be all that you can be. And here you are, feeling embarrassed by them, embarrassed by the good food they done cook you to take to school, embarrassed by the clothes that they're wearing, their inability to speak English. Well, take the time to teach them well, or just let them be. You're embarrassed about the job they do, the same job that is putting food on your table and a roof over your head. Don't be embarrassed for your parents. Hold them up on a pedestal. Give them honor. Let them know how much you appreciate the sacrifices they've made to give you this life, to bring you to one of the greatest countries ever, to give you an opportunity to succeed in life. All right. Hey, let me know in the comment section below. I know one time, I can't remember what it was. I think I was just going through a high school phase. My mom I can't even remember. Honestly, I'm too old. But I feel like there's one time I was a little embarrassed about my mom. I mean, I know kids are usually embarrassed about their parents sometimes too, but sometimes immigrant kids just take it to the extreme. Some of them do. Anyway, let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section below if you've ever had any such experience. All right. Y'all know what's up next. We are living in FOUNT. You know, FOUNT is the 5 keys to wellness and wisdom to help unlock your best. And today we are actually talking about the T in FOUNT, which is for time. And I told you all last week, I went to a high school. I spoke to 9 groups, 20 minutes each. Each group was about 20 or so kids deep. And we were talking about time management skills. And one of the things I tend to always do, I always like to do an informal survey to see how much time people sleep. Average, this one, it seemed a little better, maybe like 5, 6. There were a couple, though, that would have 0 or 1. And one of the young guys came up to me afterwards and explained to me, oh, I function quite well. I do well in school, and I'm getting all A's. And I really feel like he was really self-conscious. Sorry, dude, I didn't need to make you self-conscious about the amount of sleep that you're getting. What I wanted to make sure you understand is, yeah, you're doing this great with minimal sleep. Imagine how much you will do with a lot of sleep. Our bodies need to sleep. You maybe feel like you're cheating it now because youth is a great fortifier. Youth is a great camouflage to illness. It just is. And it's not until later on when you're run out of the protection of youth. We have a stranger here. You lose the protection of youth, and you really begin to feel some of these things in your knees and in your elbow. Ask your mama and them. They'll tell you. Get some sleep. All I'm trying to say. Don't try to cheat nature. Nature requires that you sleep as a human being. Get it done. All right, let's go into our social media and see what we got going on there in social butterfly training. I have a few videos that are up here. Let's just start off with this one. Them ducks just dashed outside. Oh, no, it's too cold up in here. We out here. We gone. choice, duckies. Good choice. Good choice. All right. What is this? Oh, they're making lettuce. All right. I see it. Oh, okay. I can already see it though. You know, this has to be, what's that lettuce? That's more water. Romaine, not romaine. Iceberg. It looks icebergy. All right. He's making, this has to be iceberg lettuce. If it was romaine, it would be like darker green. Okay. Now he's rolling into a, man, this looks real. I'll probably bite into that by accident and then end up with a whole mouth full of wax. Oh man, okay, there's more. I wonder how much practice, how long it took them to figure out that they could do this. Let me see, is there any sound? No, there's no sound. That looks real. That looks real, man.
Jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle, wiggle, for sure. It makes me want to dribble, dribble, you know.
I wonder, well, I was just gonna say, how is he gonna get that out? Just swing his arm just like he did. Oh man, this little deer. Nobody saw you, dear, but I did. Congratulations on that victory. Whoa. Wait, remember the story I told last week about the typewriter? This is it. He's typing a picture. What? Do you see that? There's some talented people out. There's some talented people out there. That's just all there is to it. She's gonna fall and bust her head. She got to fall and bust her head. Oh no, she's just like she made the machine. She had to have. My guy must have been one of the first stuntmen out there. Look at him. Did you see him just jump off that building like that? That's cool. Oh, man. Whoa. Like, how long do you have to practice to be able to do that? What is he cooking, though? That looks a little slimy. I don't know what that is. What is that? Oh, little baby. Little baby. That is so cute. Oh, little tiny baby. How long is it going to take you to train your dog to do that? Okay, doggy. You're not, oh man. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh man, you're done. You're toast. Toast if you got that boat. Oh man. Land Rover is no good for you. Ooh. Ooh. It seems like the more expensive the car, the worse your chances. What's that? Where's all that money going? Oh no. Okay, well, buy a cheap car. That's what I got from that. What is this guy? Look at him. He's like a ninja. What is he doing? What sport is that? Oh. Mortal Kombat! Oh man, what is that? I had never seen that sport a day in my life. Or this one. What is this guy doing? I have no. Is hockey pucks? He's just flicking into the ice. Okay, it's good. He's real slick with it. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Ooh. How did you do it? How did you do it? How did you? Oh. Can I get an adult-sized guitar to lay on while somebody plays it? That seems so relaxing. Oh, I need that. That neighborhood makes me nervous. That just looking at that picture gives me like mild anxiety. And I'm not even an anxious person like that. Suppose you just roll up in the wrong house one day. Everything looks alike. Just like the color. No, no, bruh. All right. Hack. How to defend yourself against a kangaroo.
You'll lean right back, and you use that tail as a spring, and you'll come forward. And here, well, you can see. No, stop. Come on, calm down. I'm going to go down, and he'll come down. And that is the end of the conflict. Now.
Okay, so there you have it. If you've ever found yourself in a situation that you have to defend yourself from a kangaroo, you go back to this video that I've posted here, and it's episode number 61 of Talking Truth to Teen Issues, and look in the social butterfly training section, the last video, and you'll save yourself from being assaulted by a kangaroo. All right, guys, you all know what it is. Teen Archetype. We're going to talk about the dancer. The dancer, you know them. They are dancing up and down the hall. They're doing the slick back, which is a dance I'm practicing. Slick back, slick. I'm going to practice it. When I have it down, I'm going to do a video and post it for you all. If you all following me, Dr. D Nice on the Tickety Talk, or on Instagram. If you go to Wisdom Teethinger or Dr. D Nice, you can find me. And once I get to know the slick back, I'm going to be able to do it. But that's beside the point. The dancer is doing the slick back. They're doing, what is the, I Just Want to Rock. Those are the only two I know, because I think I'm cool like that. I'm sure there are tons of other dances that you all are doing. Let me know the name. The dancer is doing it down the hallway. Every music come on, they're just at it. And 1 and 2 and more energy, more passion, more energy, more passion. And just knocking people over in the hallway, not even paying attention to who's beside them. Listen, dancer, I get it. You've got moves, you got talent, you've got the moves like Jagger. All good. Nothing wrong with that at all. Here's what you need to do. Make sure you find the right time and the right place when you're doing your dances. You don't want to be hurting people. You're entertaining them. You don't want to hurt them. Keep that things confined to a larger spaces where there's room that you could bring more passion, more energy, more passion, more energy, more passion, more energy. I need to bring more passion, more energy. All right, this is our last segment. You all know what's up. This is where I share stories from my time when I was younger so that you don't have to learn from your own mistakes. A wise person learns from other people's mistakes. And we are talking about frontal lobe training, where you can learn from experiences that Dr. D. Nice, the happiest doctor alive, has gone through, and take these lessons and apply them to your own life. Let's set it up. We added sugar, and we added sugar, and we added more sugar. We were making a pecan pie. And when I say we, I mean my younger sister, Debbie, and I decided to make a pecan pie. She loved to cook and got the recipe, and we were going to do it. She sent me out to the store to get all these ingredients. We got butter and sugar and a few pecans. I'm like, okay, let's do it. Let's make it happen. We'd moved to Texas. Before this, we were living in Florida or New Jersey in a pretty much more Jamaican community. We're Jamaicans living with Jamaicans in America. We were having a Jamaican experience in America. It wasn't until we moved to Texas that I really understood what dessert was. Prior to that, it was ice cream, donuts, and that's it. Maybe some candy bars, but those don't count as desserts. That was my dessert experience. And of course, Jamaican pudding and coconut drops and those kind of things. Gizzada. Not the dense, chocolatey cakes. What is it? German chocolate, red velvet, pecan pie, peach cobbler, apple pie. Things like that really wasn't part of our dessert repertoire prior to moving to Texas. Discovered this pecan pie thing, and I was in love. And we were going to make it. We added sugar, and we added sugar, and we added sugar. I was looking at the recipe. I'm like, where does the pecans come in this pecan pie? It's just a few that you put on top of this sugary, sticky, gooey thing. Honestly, I've not made the pie ever since, because I still love pecan pie, and I did not want anything to ruin my relationship with pecan pie. I didn't want to know. Ignorance was bliss. I just didn't want to know anymore what was in it. I made it one time many years ago, and I've tried to forget it, the memory, so it doesn't scar my experience with eating the pie. All I know is, if you've ever made pecan pie, you will never eat it again. You won't. Here's the thing. Wisdom understands that it's important to understand the ingredients that are going into your foods. What does it take to make the foods that you really love? Because here's the thing. You don't want to be just eating raw sugar and not realizing it. With knowledge is power. You're making a educated decision. When you're eating that pecan pie and all 2,000 calories of the one slice, you know that, you know what? This is a treat. This is not something I need to have 3, 4, 5, 6 slices of, because you know how many bags of sugar and how many sticks of butter you put in it to make this scrumptiously delicious thing. Then there is stupidness. They're like, no, bruh. Ignorance is bliss. I'm eating and I'm not making. Anyway, listen, there you have it. Wisdom, stupidness. Choose wisdom. Have you ever, tell me what dessert that you've made before, or even food anyway, by the way, that you just didn't realize the ingredients that were in it, and was really just straight shocked when you found out what was in it. Let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, here, show me your brightest, show me your best, show me the latest guru. God's wisdom lets theirs look like stupidness. All right, we are out. I will see you all tomorrow. I plan to hop on and talk about Kodak Black and his Drink Champs interview. In the meantime, I'll see you all later. So long. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye.
Wisdom teething lend me your ear. Dr. D Nice and FOUNT is here for the day. Want wisdom?
We've got you.
Wellness?
We got you.
Ears?
You got two.
Bones? It's got 3. Chambers? 4. In your heart for doing right? 5. Keys, your game's all tight. FOUNT. Get your mind right and your body tight. Get your mind right and your body tight. Get your mind right and your body tight.